Amazon has some huge beauty bestsellers, but best-selling does not always equal best. I'm Laura Ray, and today I'm going to share with you some swaps. Swaps for high-end products that are costing more money. Now, on this side of my face, on my complexion, I have more affordable options than on this side. So I'm super excited to share these great swaps with you. For a first cleanse, I use Micellar water. A lot of dermatologists recommend it. Also, I found that cleansing balms were clogging my drain at home. So the Bioderma is outstanding. It really cleanses my face. A full-size bottle will run you around $19.99. I found that the Garnier was just as great and so much more affordable. You're paying about $1.20 an ounce for the Bioderma, and for the Garnier, you're paying 65 cents an ounce. Now, another thing I did when I did a deep dive on the ingredients, these two are an 88% match. So they're very close in what's in the ingredients. Also, the Garnier is cruelty-free and vegan. So when I repurchase, it will be Garnier. Next, I have a product that went so viral. It's from Rhode. It's their peptide lip shape. We are seeing so many products from the drugstore similar to this. This is supposed to be blurring. It shapes your lip by becoming a lip pencil, but you fill in the entire lip, so it's sort of like a lipstick. It lasts for a long time. So I wanted to test out this one from L'Oreal to see if it would be as good as the one from Rhode. So I just really love this L'Oreal. I bought the shade Worth It, which is one of their most popular shades in their lipstick line. And they also have a regular lip liner in Worth It. I love that they make different variations of the same shade. So if you like a shade, you can try different products from them. This is $24 at Sephora, even more on Amazon because they're private vendors selling it. And the thing with this is it's not fragrance free. The one from L'Oreal runs around $9.97 and is fragrance free. I love that. One of the differences is the L'Oreal does not have peptides in it, but both of them have hydrating ingredients. But I say go with the L'Oreal. These are definitely not shade dupes. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. This went viral and it probably still is even after it's been out for quite a while now. This runs $25. It's got a doe foot applicator. It does wear a long time on your skin. This will be the same when I go to sleep tonight. It just does not wear out. It doesn't matter whether it's hot or humid. I love that it has no fragrance in it too. So it blends easily. It looks really pretty on the skin. But $25 is a lot for a liquid blush. This one is from Essence, Baby Got Blush. I love it. It's $4.99. So you have $25 versus $4.99. My favorite way to apply these is with this kind of a brush that's sort of compact and slanted. Now this one's from e.l.f. It's their stain tint blending brush. This is really affordable. I used it for this side with the Essence, and then on this side I used the BK Beauty 109. When I applied it on this side, I went right onto the sponge and then applied it. But really, I feel the best way to do this is the way I did with the Rare Beauty. Put it on the back of your hand, then take your brush, dab into it, because these products are very, very pigmented, and then just press it into the skin. One thing I have to mention is the Essence has fragrance. It's nothing that I notice once it's on my skin. I do smell the fragrance when I open up. If I try to smell it, it's not super strong, but once it's on my skin, I never notice any fragrance. The Rare Beauty has no fragrance. These are also both very hydrating. The Essence actually has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E in it. I feel they both apply just as easily, and that's what I think of the skincare for, staying hydrating on the skin and for application so that it applies smoothly. But this is an amazing blush, and it's hard to believe it's only $4.99. Now we're going to talk about the best affordable options battling it out. I have a hot new product for you, the e.l.f. Mainstay Lip Marker. This is an amazing marker. The one thing I would say that bothers me is the scent when you're putting it on. It has a very odd scent to it. I've tried to place what the scent is. I think they tried to go for a cinnamon scent, but it didn't quite come through, and it just has sort of an icky smell to it. And I've smelled the same thing in other markers that I've tried. So it's got to be some ingredient that they're using for the stain. It does last for hours and hours. So if you can tolerate the initial scent when you're putting it on, it really is a great product. But one that is wonderful that doesn't have that scent to it is from Wet n Wild. It's their Perfect Pout Lip Stain. This one is $5. The Wet n Wild on Amazon starts a little under $5, and some shades are even more affordable. They're around $4. But this does not have any strange scent. The applicators on these are very flat and easy to use around the lips. Now you can fill in your entire lip. You can use this strictly as a lip liner. It's great for doing a lip line and then applying lipstick. So I like these, but my favorite option really is just to buy the e.l.f. Sheer For It blush tint. The applicator is thicker, but you can use the point to go around the edge of the lips and create a lip line. You can fill it in. I like to put this all over my lips and apply a lipstick on top if I want a creamier look on the lips. And you can use this for blush. I wouldn't recommend using these for blush. It would be very hard to blend. This is so much easier, so you get more product in this, and I just feel like the markers are going to dry out a little faster. So this is my best option, but if I was choosing between these two pens, I definitely would pick the Wet n Wild. The It Your Skin But Better CC Cream is a product I have purchased for years. Today I'm wearing the shade medium, but I've tried out different shades. This one's a little deeper, but maybe better for summer. My favorite way to apply both of these now is to take this skin tool. This will save you a lot of money too, because I put a small amount on the back of my hand, thin it out, and then go onto the skin. I feel like I get a much better look doing that. And then I go in with my Stands Out sponge and blend everything out. On this side, I'm wearing the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation with my own sunscreen. The It CC Plus has a 50 sunscreen, which is great, but I don't layer enough to get the full benefit that I can get from applying my sunscreen first and then applying foundation. So that's one of the drawbacks. Now this is $39 for the It. The e.l.f. Soft Glam is $8. And of course, this sunscreen, buying this, I can use it with any other product I have or just wear it on its own if I'm not wearing any foundation. The e.l.f. gives you medium buildable coverage. Now, on the It CC Cream, they say full coverage, but I feel like if you wanted that heavier coverage, you could definitely get it from this. The difference in price between these two is quite a bit. The It Cosmetics is $39. Now the sunscreen runs around $14 and this is $8. The price of these two is a little more than half the price of this. So I love the look of the e.l.f. with the CeraVe. I think it's a beautiful look. I get great coverage and I'm getting the sunscreen coverage that I need. All the shades and everything I use today are linked in the description of the video. Thank you for shopping with those links and supporting my channel. I would love to hear your favorite swap for today, or if you have a swap, is there a product that you're buying instead of something you used to buy that's high-end? I appreciate and love you all so much. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon.